Hi there, and welcome to our three-part series of Understanding Medicare. I'm Tanya Lebenz, the owner of TL Insurance Advisors, and I just want to begin by saying you're in the right place. Whether you're turning 65 or planning to retire soon, learning about Medicare can seem like a puzzle. There are so many moving parts and information to take in. That's exactly why I created this series, to help you better understand Medicare so that you can make a decision with confidence. Decision number 1, enroll now or delay. This is your very first Medicare crossroad. Now, if you're turning 65, and let's say you're on the Affordable Care Act individual health insurance, then there is no other option but to enroll into Medicare. However, if you are on an employer-based health plan, whether that be through your employment or through your spouse's, then you may be able to delay your Medicare and stay on your employer coverage. This is where we need to break down what type of coverage you currently have. Are you working? Is your spouse working? Are you on a credible employer group health plan? If you're on employer-based health insurance, then there's 3 questions we ask people while we're meeting with them. Question number 1, is your employer health plan more than 20 employees? This deems whether or not your employer coverage is credible with Medicare. The second question we're going to ask is, are you contributing to an HSA? And are you on an HSA compatible health plan? What this means is if you enroll in Medicare Part A, then you are no longer able to make contributions to that HSA health plan. And we also need to see whether or not you have credible coverage as far as your prescriptions if you're on an HSA health plan. So these are all factors we need to take a look at when we're reviewing whether you should enroll now or delay. And question number 3 that we're going to ask is, we need to compare the benefits of your group health plan with the benefits of Medicare. So what we need to know is, what is your health plan with your employer? What are you paying per month? What is your annual deductible with your health plan? And what is your out-of-pocket? These all factor into your overall costs and expenses, and that's what we need to compare to Medicare to see what's a better fit for you. Decision number 2, Original Medicare or Medicare Advantage. Medicare gives us 2 very different paths, and we're going to break that down. So Original Medicare, option number 1 that we're going to look at, is you have Medicare Parts A and B, which is going to be hospital and medical. And then you would get a Medicare supplement that's going to cover the 20% gap that Original Medicare does not cover on the medical side. How this works is, I always call this, you prepay your health care. And what I mean by that is you're going to pay more in premium, but you're going to have less out of pocket. When you are on Original Medicare, there are no networks. You can go to any provider that accepts Medicare, and you pay very little out of pocket for the year for your doctors and hospitals. And with the Original Medicare method, you also want to get a prescription drug plan, because Medicare A and B, they do not cover prescription meds at a pharmacy. So with Original Medicare, you're going to have your red, white, and blue Medicare card, a Medicare supplement to cover the gaps of Medicare with very little out of pocket for you, and then a prescription drug plan. And these are things we can tailor down for you and let you know what your costs would be. Or you can choose Medicare Advantage. Now, this method I call you pay as you go, and let me explain that. So with a Medicare Advantage plan, you're going to have both parts of Medicare A and B, but you're going to have insurance through a private insurance carrier. What this means is that the insurance carrier is going to be the one dictating where you go for your care. So you're going to have networks. We're going to have to make sure your doctors and hospitals are in network with the plan. You also have to live in the service area where the plan is being offered. So sometimes a family member may be on a plan in a different county, but however, that plan's not available in your county. So these are based upon your service area. And how this works as you pay as you go is you're going to pay co-pays, you're going to pay co-insurance until you hit a max out-of-pocket dollar amount. This is the pay as you go. So networks, got to make sure the doctors and hospitals are a network. You're going to make sure you live in the service area where the plan is being offered, and you have co-pays and co-insurance until a max out of pocket. That is Medicare Advantage. And that's an option that's available to you as well. And typically, the Medicare Advantage plans cover the prescriptions. So that's usually an all-in-one type of health plan. And decision number 3, which plan fits you best? When you're joining Medicare, there is no plan that's a one-size-fits-all. This is personalized, and that's what we do at TL Insurance Advisors. We help you find a plan based upon your needs, your budget, your travel habits, your doctors, your hospitals, and whatever brings you peace of mind. We need to break that down. So we are happy to help you discover what plan is going to be best for you based upon your current needs and budget. But even with good intentions, there are people who make mistakes when enrolling into their Medicare, which sometimes they don't know about it until it's too late, which can lead to lifetime penalties. So in the next video, I'm going to go over the top 3 Medicare mistakes and how to avoid them so that we can save you time and save you money. We'll see you in the next video.